Good morning, Michelle Saxman here, and ready to share with you some time with Proverbs chapter 18. The reflection today is from Hope Church of Richmond, the highlighted verse, Proverbs 18:8. The words of a gossip are like choice morsels. They go down to the man's inmost parts. Reflection, there are several Proverbs in 18 that deal with controlling our tongue, as does James chapter 3, verses 3 through 12. Gossip can do great damage. So I think what we're doing, at least for me in this Lenten season, we're always on a journey of self-awareness. And this is a time for true intentional transformation. So as a wellness coach, very much aware of brain health and neurochemistry, I just want you to pause for a moment and think about your body's chemistry, what your body is doing, what it is telling you when you are in chaos and fear and doubt and worry and uncertainty. What words are crossing your mouth when you are in that state versus being transformed from the great alchemist, you guys, the Holy Spirit. He made us. God made us. He can change us and change us from the inside. People from the outside might not notice a change. We might not look different, but we will be different. We will walk different. So think about your body's neurochemistry, how your body is communicating when we are at peace, when we are trusting, when we are patient, when we are kind, when we are filled with grace and mercy. So I like to think about when David called out and said in Psalms, when he said, like, God, you know me. If this is true, change me. So this season, reading through Proverbs is just about being self-aware. When are we the gossip? When are we the one having foolish behavior? Pull that weed, Father. Allow it to bubble up. Allow this to be something that you and I can change together. It is also about seeing this behavior in others, but we are not called to change it. We just have to establish a boundary that says, you know what, I'm not going there today. I have enough self-love and self-respect to stay above that lifeline. All right, so on to the readings for today. And this is Proverbs 18. An unfriendly man pursues selfish ends and defies all sound judgment. A fool finds no pleasure in understanding, but delights in airing his own opinion. When wickedness comes, so does contempt, and with shame comes disgrace. The words of a man's mouth are deep waters, but the fountain of wisdom is a bubbling brook. Verse 5. It is not good to be partial to the wicked or to deprive the innocent of justice. A fool's lips bring him strife, and his mouth invites a beating. A fool's mouth is his undoing, and his lips are the snare to his soul. The words of a gossip are like choice morsels. They go down to a man's inmost parts. One who is slack in his work is brother to one who destroys. Verse 10. The name of the Lord is the strong tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. The wealth of the rich is their fortified city. They imagine it an unscalable wall. Before his downfall, a man's heart is proud, but humility comes before honor. He who answers before listening, that is his folly and his shame. A man's spirit sustains him in sickness, but a crushed spirit who can bear? 15, the heart of the discerning acquires knowledge. The ears of the wise seek it out. A gift opens the way for the giver and ushers him into the presence of the great. The first to present his case seems right. To another comes forward and questions him. Casting the lot settles disputes and keeps strong opponents apart. The offended brother is more unyielding than a fortified city, and disputes are like the barred gates of a citadel. 20. From the fruit of his mouth a man's stomach is filled. With the harvest from his lips he is satisfied. The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruits. He who finds a wife finds what is good and receives favor from the Lord. A poor man pleads for mercy, but a rich man answers harshly. A man of many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. So a couple of takeaways. I'll do a contrast in verse 10, verse and 11. So the name of the Lord is the strong tower. That is where the righteous seek safety. that is greater than anything that we can acquire in the earthly realm, in the physical realm. But it says the wealth of the rich is their fortified city. So they think it's the walls that they physically build up. But we know that our fortification, truly where our strength and our nourishment comes from, is in his powerful presence. And so many times here we hear about the fool's mouth. So when are we being the fool? When are we answering before we're listening? When are we running our mouth to try to defend rather than sit and discern? Listen to what someone else is saying, where they're truly coming from, because it might not even be about us at all. It is that they're coming from a place of fear. So we need to just pause, discern, invite our partner in, receive his peace and his perspective. So y'all have a super blessed day. Stay connected to the vine, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.